So the Industrial Revolution is one of two of the most major events that set off all of the actions into the 1800s. It totally transformed the world, this moment. It's difficult to say when this moment actually started. When did the Industrial Revolution begin? That is an open question, but there is no doubt where the Industrial Revolution started. It started in England, and the there are various ways that England was able to bring about this revolution. Maybe one of the ways seemed to be this: most of the people were living in the countryside before then, in the 1780s. But little by little, a lot of new law policies began to control how you could use land. A lot of the land before the Industrial Revolution was called the commons, and it just means a land that everyone can share. People can go there and get resources across this land. But little by little, England began to create and enforce new private property laws that closed this land from common use. That is at least one reason why it became less appealing to people in the countryside to continue to live in the countryside. People can begin to see there are new money-making opportunities in the cities where there is some industry. Cotton was a huge industry in England during the period, for example. When they begin to see these money-making opportunities and the new limited opportunities because of restrictions in law in the countryside, more people move to the cities. It becomes less interesting for them to live in a rural setting. Now, of course, even if we say that in the 1780s, sometime in there, or maybe even the 1760s, a little before, it's arbitrary when we say exactly the Industrial Revolution broke out in England. But there definitely is a new trend for the country of England compared to other countries to make so much more money than the other countries because of the industry. Still, for until and into the 1800s, people are still mainly living in the countryside, even in England. But it is becoming less appealing to live there, and people are seeing those opportunities that are coming about if they move to big cities, if they move to Manchester, if they get involved in the cotton industry, for example. So, in addition to any kind of transformation that would come with the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution was the major event that set off all of these world changes that made the modern world from the late 1700s, let's say 1780s, all the way through the 1800s, this transformation began in England. There's something extremely significant about the legal and economic changes that occurred there, and they spread across the world.